What is up, my beautiful gemstones? Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday night edition. I got some stuff on my screen there of the Live Intuitive Oracle, Gemma Jade and Ghostdragonzw. As you guys probably know, it is our Ghostdragonzw's birthday today, so that's why we chose to do the show on Thursday instead of Wednesday, because I actually originally thought it was Tuesday because who I am as a person, I don't know what's going on in the world anymore. It's so nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We have some exciting things we're going to talk about once more people get here, because I see there's only about 3 in here right now. We have contests coming up that I think you guys are going to be interested in. It's a creative writing thing, but we're adults, but it's going to be super fun. And I'm giving out some really awesome prizes. And I just want to let everyone know who has been supporting me, helping me in any way along the way, including Arlene F., Casey, anyone who donated or gave me gifted money towards the business, that it's been a lot of trying to get the domain name back, which we got, but now it's just scheduling. So I'm hoping this weekend while I'm at my mom's, I can finish up the final touches and get the website out. So I don't want anyone to think anything shifty is going on. It's taken way longer than it was supposed to. And that's my announcement. So let's say hi to Mermaid. Hello, wifey. Lotus Girl, what is up, boo? I hope you're feeling better. Nightmare. Pam Smith, you guys are so sweet. Vixen Joe. Chris Jarvis. You guys are so sweet. Look at all the happy birthdays. Jeanette Sanchez. Chillin' Charlie. Hey, Heather Nikki. Alminio, what? Eris, hi. Yes. Smoochy. What's up, girl? I don't know who Carrie Arnold is, but I'm sorry for the loss. Anytime we lose someone we admire, love, care about, it's always a hard thing. So what I'm going to do something for Ghost Dragons here. Let's bring them in, and then I'm going to sing Happy Birthday in my Maryland voice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Ghost Dragon. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
I'm turning red.
I remember I did that last year. I was dared to do it for Steve Stockin on Cisco Murdoch's show, and I had the blonde wig, and I was dressed as a fairy, and everyone hated me and wanted me off the show immediately.
Oh, well.
I did not get my mail yet, Smoochie. I just went out to go get it, and my neighbors are like, there's no mail. This is effing ridiculous and all that. So, guys, I got this new obelisk. It's finally a larger one that's worth the money I paid. This one in the Labradorite one. Took me a little while to figure out what this was. I don't know if you guys can see it well because of my lights. Do you see the like salmony rust color? It was billed, like it was marketed as associated black tourmaline, which isn't, I mean, it's kind of a thing, but not really. But I found out what it is. Christina Bell, hey guys, let's get started. I have 2 new decks this week. Ceccoli Oracle, another Italian one, and one I've been wanting for a really long time. It finally went on sale. Sacred Hags Oracle. And there's another one I want. It's the Demon Oracle. Right now it's 50% off at $25. I don't quite have it, but I think maybe after this weekend I can pick that one up. Not really that I want an Oracle of Demons, but I collect Oracle decks. It's a $50 deck on sale for $24.99, so got to go for that. All right, let's get started. Who's first?
Let's do Lotus first.
All right.
And then Meriden. And then Mike. And then Chris.
All right, Lotus Girl. I'm using Ceccoli.
Thank you, everybody, for the happy birthdays. Do appreciate it. Really, I do.
Remember, we sent him that box from all of us, so we did give him a gift. Lotus Girl, you got card number 31 in Ceccoli. And they don't have the meanings on the card, so. All right, it is the card of tough love, Lotus Girl. Things that are good for us don't always feel good. Have you been on the receiving end of some tough love lately? Remember, it's the ones who love us most who will tell us the truths that need to be told. They trust that we know it's for our benefit, even if it stings in the moment. This hurts me more than it hurts you is often quite true. So thank them, take your medicine, and take the tough love to heart. Remember how it feels the next time you need to dispense it to someone else. Light, you're going to feel ever so much better very soon. Dark, there's more toughness than love in this situation. Proceed with caution. Lotus Girl, I feel like there's a lot going on. I know that because I know you personally, but I try not to let that influence me when I'm doing these readings, right? You have a lot going on physically, mentally, spiritually. I don't feel so much like someone's dispensing tough love to you. Look like I had something on my eyebrow. I feel like you need to dispense some tough love to somebody else. And I feel like the resistance you're going to get from them is going to turn this into a drama thing. I feel like there's something you're finally putting your foot down with, and whoever you're putting your foot down with, if it's a person or people, they do not want to hear it, okay? And it's going to cause a disagreement. Proceed with caution, pick your battles this week. And I would not, there's a retrograde, Mercury retrograde going on. Mars is going to go retrograde. Like, really pick your battles. Is the juice worth the squeeze? As in, is the argument worth what you're putting your foot down for? I know there's one thing that it definitely is, but the rest of it, maybe let it go until next week, kind of let it simmer a little bit and see if you still feel the same way. But the one really, really important thing, now is the time. I feel like you're thinking, oh, now's not the time, there's this, that, and the other going on. No, now is the time. The universe is telling you, just proceed with caution, okay?
Okay, married.
Mermaid, I'm going to use the new Oracle of the Mermaids, of course.
A little lady in pink.
I have like 4 mermaid decks. I try not to use a mermaid deck for you every time, but it's hard not to.
When is retrograde over with?
I believe, I would have to look, but I believe first week of October. Shadow Face runs into the second week. We're looking at, before we're out of the woods completely, in October 15th maybe, which is the day my parents got married in like 1990 and the day they got divorced in like 1992. October 15th. Okay.
My face is still red.
Mairead, you got the card of endurance. Keep going. Card number 43. When a long journey begins, or when a quest is undertaken, be it a pilgrimage or an ambition or a desire or a dream that you wish to create in this earth world you live within, human one, there is the excitement of the beginning. The unknown still lies before you, and it is a thrill every moment to take another step forward. But at some stage, just as we tire, you too tire. The terrain can become unfamiliar. Issues arise, challenges greet you, and at this point, too many of you feel that this must not be meant for you. For you have told yourself that if it is truly meant to be, it will be simple, it will flow, and it will be, well, easy. We are here to share that for all creatures, and in both the seen and unseen worlds, there are parts of a great journey that require our stamina, our courage, and our endurance, our ability to commit and to stay with the task and dream and promise until we have made it. Do not enter into agreements lightly. Enter into them, if at all, wholeheartedly, and be prepared to develop your strength and tenacity, your courage, and your honor along the way. Without what you describe as a challenge, there will be no growth. If you work through and into and with the challenges, you will emerge stronger and more able to realize the next dream. Like these mermaids, you are reaching an important stage of your journey, and it is essential that you continue. There will be times when you feel you have had enough and you wish to suddenly stop moving, to sink rather than to swim. But the mermaids are here to ask you to continue to swim, tired though you may be, full of doubt though you may be. The second part of your strength is readying itself, and it will come through just at the point that you are ready to give up. Keep going. You are strong, and you will go so much further than you currently believe you ever will. This is not the time to run back or to allow the waters to take you. This is the time to continue the journey you committed to, because you are being tested and you can pass this test. But you must keep going, eyes forward, intention focused. purpose clear, recommit, and keep going. So, Marie, this is a pretty obvious message. It's telling you that there is something that you have been working towards, okay? And it's starting to become like too much of a challenge for you. I'm getting this like frustration of like, if I had known, I never would have agreed to do this. Like that type of energy coming from this card from like the minute I picked it up. It was just that like, why did I agree to this? There's something going on in your life right now, or that's going to come in this week that you have committed to. The problem is, I feel like it was one of those things where someone was like, if this ever happens, would you? And you were like, oh, yeah, sure. And now they're like, hey, remember that time when you said if I got a divorce, I could sleep on your couch? And then they like show up with their bags. I feel like it's something like that. The universe is telling you to follow through, no matter how put out you feel, no matter how off-putting the situation has become, because what's going on now is a test from the universe, okay? All of this madness and this frustration and this kind of cold feet type feeling that I'm getting from you, Marie, it's the universe testing you to see if you can make it through this situation, because it has abundance and blessing just waiting in the wings. Like I literally see the abundance, but it's being blocked by this lesson. So get through it, continue to be kind, trust that the universe has your best interests at heart, okay? And work with it. Now is not the time to give up.
Okay, let's do Mike Roberts.
And then Edna, hey girl, and anyone else who snuck in, Cowie. Mike Roberts.
Hola.
I'm going to use the wisdom of the House of Night. You are so welcome. Thank all of you guys for coming and hanging out with us on a Thursday rather than Wednesday. I appreciate it. I wanted to be here with Stephen for his birthday.
Why would anybody? I'm happy in my corner.
Hey, Lara. Because you're a sweetie poo.
I try. I do try.
All right, Mike, you are reading number 3 if you're listening. Favorite time of week? Yeah, mine too. I was like almost distraught last night without this stream. I was like, Who's Steven? Hey, that's spelled wrong. It's the other way. Okay, so.
Yep, don't do NPH. No.
Mike Roberts. Did you get this card last week? Hi, Blue Crossroads and Shauna. Mike Roberts, you got card number 31, the card of risk, which is also the card of the Fool in traditional tarot. Taking a risk, a leap of faith, and understanding that the universe will catch you. Or being smart enough not to take a risk that you know in your gut is smoochy, exactly, that you know in your gut is not the right move for you. However, I do feel like whatever this is, hey, Nicole, this is a risk you should take. My child, you have come to a place where you are being asked to take a risk and try something new and different. Rather than worry about how things will turn out, why not take the leap of faith? No matter what happens, something important will be experienced. This is a sign that you can prove something to yourself, and when you accomplish it, you will be proud that you did. Another meaning here is to ask yourself about your next action. Is it worth the risk you are taking? If the answer is no, don't do it. If yes, I will give you wings to fly and will catch you if you fall. This symbol also brings a gentle warning. Your risk shouldn't be motivated by boredom. This is a symbol of consequences as well as courage. So, Mike, what I see here is I see you I see you being like looking at several different options, and more than one are risky here. Okay, so there's 2 separate situations I'm seeing. I'm seeing like this non-relationship as far as like intimate and romantic. So let's start with that. You should take the risk. You're going to be offered something that sounds like it might be a little bit too much for you. This week, the offer is going to come in, or it just did. The universe is telling you to go ahead, give it a shot. You literally have nothing to lose. If it doesn't work out, you're not going to lose anything. The boredom factor that comes in, I see you rethinking certain decisions that you recently made. The universe is telling you that is a bad risk to take, simply out of boredom, to go back to, say, an abusive partner or a neglectful partner or something like that. Get out, have some fun with your friends, and that's how the experiences and the opportunities are going to come through this week. Take a risk as long as it is not dangerous or in a romantic situation.
Okay, Chris Jarvis. Thank you, everybody. It's really, you don't know how much it really means to me. It's been a
All
quiet
right,
day.
Jarvis.
The only kid I haven't heard from is the one in Kansas. So if you're watching, woman, you better call me.
Brow?
My oldest daughter.
Oh.
She's the only one that hasn't called yet.
Tisk
If you're
tisk.
watching. No, it's Stephen with a V. Real men spell it with a V.
My best friend Steve, he used to say that. He was a V too.
It's not Stephen. You know, my actual real name is Lee Stephen Davis. But they changed it because everybody called me LSD.
Shut up. Hi, Mother.
Hi, Mom.
My mother is in the
Thank
chat.
you so much.
Mike, I just read for you, honey. Okay, so Jarvis, you got Archangel Zadkiel, card number 21, and you did get it in the upright position. Ghost Dragon, stand on my left, because you ain't right, boo. You ain't right. All right, Jarvis, Zadkiel is the angel of compassion and forgiveness, and he brings an important message about your attitude toward yourself. If you tend to be too harsh on yourself or relive your past mistakes with shame and self-reproach, Zadkiel showers you with the light and love of self-forgiveness. This card reminds you how your self-perception influences your energy. If you're quick to fault yourself, your energy becomes darkened with your own disapproval, and that darkness returns to you. But Zadkiel is a supremely loving being, and he's longing for you to forgive and accept yourself, no matter what you may have done in the past. Treat yourself with compassion and be encouraging in your self-talk. You are a child of God, and you deserve your own loving acceptance just as you are. Your affirmation for this week: Zadkiel brings loving compassion to my life. I completely release the past, and I forgive myself and others. So for whatever reason, Chris, I feel like this week you're going to be reminiscing a little bit on some past mistakes, okay? It could be something or someone that you run across or that comes up in some way that reminds you of something you did. If you feel like making amends, go ahead. But what the universe is saying is you need to forgive yourself and stop with the guilt, shame, fear, regret, because that's from the devil. We are children of God, the creator, Mother Earth, whoever you believe created us, okay? And you have nothing to be ashamed of. Also, I'm getting someone who may be trying to hold something over your head that you did. And I think someone got this last week, or maybe it was a personal, where I feel like, oh, my son, actually, not to disclose, I usually don't do that, but it was like somebody being like, remember that time in 4th grade when you borrowed 50 cents from me and we decided that it would be interest? You owe me $7,000. Like, and is like serious about it, you know, like remember that time in, you know, high school when you kissed my girlfriend? Like, you should lend me $500. Like some kind of stupid manipulative BS like that is coming in this week. Just ignore it, laugh it off. Don't for a second give it a double thought. The person's just being ridiculous and honestly annoying. I see this person in my head and I want to throttle them. There's somebody coming in to try to manipulate you into something, but I feel like it's such an insignificant thing because you're not going to fall for it.
Ready? Pam Smith.
Use angels and ancestors.
Hi, Perfect.
Hey, Perfect. Ah. All right, pancakes. Uh-oh, Smoochie's out of natty. My mom probably has a Guinness for you. Pancake, you got the seer. See beyond the current situation. Look beyond your current situation. Raise your vibration and focus on love. Pam, most indigenous peoples have a seer in the family or tribe. Seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change, therefore, so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future. It's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening, so stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. Pam, I don't know who these people are, but like, stop letting them mess with you, okay? What the universe is bringing to you with this card is, again, you know what you have to do. You know who's good for you and who isn't. But for some reason, these people keep ending up back in your lives. You're putting up boundaries. You're trying to stick to them. When you can't stick to them, you're isolating yourself to like a really low negative degree. Yeah, I still see them messing with you. And the universe is saying, for crying out loud, Pam, stand up for yourself. Take the initiative, take responsibility, and get these damn people out of your life. The angels are upgrading you to let you see beyond the veil of their BS this week. You have to put an end to it because they are corrupting your future. It's becoming all about dodging them or doing for them or getting away from them. And it's not about you anymore. If you need to turn to someone for comfort, turn to someone or something that will actually provide it. Hi, Larry.
There you go. Wait, I lost that. Question for you. Put you on the spot.
Mike. I don't know what that meant. I don't know. It's just like my other friend that I talk to every day. Peppa.
Okay.
Mike, Blue Crossroads, Ghostdragonzw, and Shauna.
There, you got to throw her in there.
Hey, Salvatore.
Hello, all you new people. Larry.
Shauna's such a sweetie poo. She reminds me of me.
Peppa.
Like I think she can kick some ass, but nobody ever sees her coming. I get that energy off Shauna. Like, she will cut you if necessary.
1 second. Trying to write too fast. Okay. Vixen dough.
Okay, Vixen. Mike, there might actually be some form of like enticement there or attempted enticement. Trying to maybe play on your jealousy, or just be really careful with that situation. Perfect imperfection, no, but I will be checking my emails after stream. Vixen Doe, I'm going to use the Sacred Hags Oracle. I've been wanting this deck for so long, and it finally went on sale. And I'm waiting for the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous deck that's still on pre-order. The Marvel deck was supposed to be out in July, then first May, then July, then August. Now, I think the end of October. Avatar deck, there's... I was going to get this Erotic Oracle and then the Oracle of Sexual Magic, but I wasn't sure how that would go with, like, one-card readings. I guess for the personals, the people that come for love readings, I would use those. Wow. Okay. So Foxbuck, Vixen Doe, you got the Witch's Initiation, and it's card number 29, the card of Genesis. Coming home to the soul is a long journey, child. Changes afoot are now signaling the dawn of a new cycle, with each day a living reflection of you as an emergent priestess. Take stock of what you know about your soul's purpose, your authentic values, and your ancestral inheritance. Breathe life into the story of your own genesis and consider this a rebirth. And you know what this is talking about. The same thing that your readings talk about every week, girl. This is a card of sovereignty and selfhood. You are the underworld goddess returned with pomegranate seeds spilling from your lips and conviction glowing in your eyes. Make no mistake, you are being asked to look to your life, to your story, and to your own bloodlines. You may have become increasingly resistant to all that does not serve the wild witch you are becoming. You may be questioning much of what you thought you believed about community and belonging and about love and loss. You may need to sink into sacred solitude for a time to become the rootless wanderer, if only for one rebellious afternoon. These are the death days of the old self, the birthdays of your most fearless incarnation, and the story is being written breath by wondrous breath. So they're becoming the rootless wanderer, right? And I don't think you're going to be watch that person, because that looks like it's going to be like a speller. Do you know what I mean? Where they come in with the N and the next letter. And if that's it, N, I don't know who you are. If that's not what you're doing, like, cool, but you look like a troll doing stuff like that. Oh, N is the name. They wrote "Happy Birthday, Ghostdragonzw."
Yes.
My handsome son Damien is in here.
Yep, I'm saying thank you to him right
And
now.
I apologize. People come in and start with the letter N to make racial slurs letter by letter. So I have to be really careful. I'm sorry. So Vixen Doe, this is telling you to sow your wild oats, right? Get out and do what you want to do. It's a part of your destiny. Don't let anyone let you rethink it. I feel like for some reason, I know you're going with somebody, maybe your husband. I don't remember the exact thing, but like this is a quest of solitude as well for you, becoming a wild witch within, changing your viewpoints on so many different things. You are literally achieving a part of your destiny by taking this trip. Okay, no matter how long it lasts. Did you guys notice my new background? I'm going to get one for every holiday. This is my Halloweeny one.
My librarian needed a place to look at a library.
It's got a little black cat that looks just like my kitten Ralphie, who's downstairs right now. Damien, yay! I'm going to see you tomorrow. All right.
Smoochie.
Who's next?
Janet Sand.
Jeanette.
Janet, you still here? Jeanette, you still here? I'm sorry. I do that every time. Jeanette, you still here? I know you come in and say hi and sometimes look. I'll tell you what, if she does your reading, I'll write it down in comments.
Oh, Lara, I didn't see it. Embracing your Celtic ancestry and spirituality. I looked at an RV. I see a realtor tomorrow. Perfect. That's perfect. Girl, this journey is like, I'm really excited to see what comes from it, because there's so much positive energy surrounding you and whatever happens next. Pam, I did read for you, honey. You got to go back to not the last one, but the one before. So this is your card, Pam. The seer. All right, I'm sorry. Who's next?
Janet, but she's not answering. Jeanette.
Thank you, guys. All right, who's after her?
Okay, Heather. I know Heather's here.
I just saw Heather, yeah. All right, Heather, I'm going to use the mythical goddess. I'll take it. The Six of Seas, it's the card of pleasure. Sun in Scorpio. The beautiful mermaid basks in her feeling element of water, seated on a rose quartz foundation of love. She embodies pleasure and regeneration, immersed in the pure flow of giving and receiving. She is illuminated by the light of love, passionate and sensual, at one with the pure pleasure of all the elements of life. She is here to reveal that emotional abundance of pleasure that is yours to give and receive when you are oriented to the beauty all around you. She shows you how to open completely to your vital heart energy that connects you to the pleasure of life in each moment. Heather, I don't know if you're going through a really good time right now or if things are hard, but there are good times coming in. There is fun, there's pleasure, there's excitement, possibly some romance. Heather, I don't know your relationship status, I guess, but I do feel like either the person you're with is getting romantic, or there's a romantic partner coming in for you, an opportunity for you to get out there and have some fun. I would accept any opportunity to get out of the house this week, spend some time with friends. And if you're in a relationship, try to, do something extra nice for the person you're with. If you're not in a relationship, Heather, someone is coming in to make you an offer, a romantic offer. I would accept it looking at how happy she is. This is romance in your life, girl.
Okay, 1 second. Hey, Crossroads, are you leaving now? Because if you are, I'll have her do you guys now.
Yeah, why don't I just read for you guys now? Don't leave without a reading.
Yeah, you're too nice. You deserve it.
Yeah, I'm going to read for Blue Crossroads right now and Shauna. So let's start with Shauna and do Sacred Hags. Pancakes, praying you get well. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Cowie. Feeling slightly better, shift in the energy and not so much stress. I'm married and he's being nicer. Yeah, go with that. Go with that. Get a little romantic, or as RJ would say, get fancy. Mommy, your earrings are too fancy. Your shirt is too fancy. I have a shirt. It's just a regular, I worn it a million times, gray tank top, but it has like 10 buttons on it. If I unbutton one button up here, RJ's like, excuse me, why are you getting fancy? Pam, I already read for you.
Yeah, you were like one,
Once
two,
again,
three.
this is your card. Pam
Yeah.
Smith, this is your card. I read for you already. Go back and see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm sorry. Shauna, let's start with you. Some people are going to have a release in the stressful energy. Heather, are you a water or fire sign? Hey, Bat Mom. All right, Shauna, you got Hag of Gray Owls. Card number 4. Your dreams are the greatest oracle, my love. Fire, yeah. I believe that fire signs and water signs are going to have it a little bit easier this retrograde, because when Mars goes retrograde, then we're going to have it bad again. So enjoy it while it lasts. Shauna, your dreams are the greatest oracle, my love. Thanks to that diligent owl-eyed crone weaver who spins away all night long, you are gifted with miraculous story after miraculous story, all while your body lies still and your breath and your heart make their own music. When you wake, you recall small, nonsensical tidbits that seem to mean little. That is, until you are greeted with clear signs by the light of day that your dreams are imbued with rich meaning. For all our skepticism, we cannot refuse magic for long. You are being called to look to your dreams for now, for they are showing you much about who you are or what you may become. That dream-weaving hag is doing her best, but she needs to see you care about solving these beauteously clever riddles. She favors you with night after night. Your languages do not match, you see. You must learn to understand one another, you and that spinner woman. She wants you to crack her code. She wants to receive your gifts, and she wants more than anything in the whole of this wild world for you to drink your dream medicine. Shauna, obviously, we need to start paying attention. You need to start paying attention to your dreams this week. I feel as though there are some important messages, and I feel like you've woken up and known that, like, that's something important happened. And if not, it's going to happen this week. Pay really, really close attention to not just your dreams, but signs from nature, because you're going to get an answer to a very important question you've been asking. Just intuitively going to know it, okay? Blue Crossroads, we're going to use the Seeker. Yeah, Anna, right? I've been collecting birth anniversary. Oh, Grey Wolf, we'll miss you. All right, Blue Crossroads, you got Blinded by Bias. This is another one. I think you got this one last week, didn't you? I don't know. I'm probably wrong. Bias is defined as the prejudice that has a person favoring a belief, an ideology, person, or group over another, often unfairly and without an informed reason. While some preferences, like for strawberry over chocolate, are innocent bias in the foundation of all aggression, oppression, inequality, stereotyping, and social injustice. We can be good people at our core, but become less wise, less accepting, empathetic because of our biases. Our biases influence our thoughts and emotions, our day-to-day lives, our interactions with others, our decision-making process, our ability to be objective, impartial, and have an open mind. Even our ability to receive advice and help can be unduly affected. There's very little that's not influenced by our personal and often unconscious biases. How do you address your bias? The first step is to accept that you have them. The second step is to learn to familiarize yourself with different kinds of bias and determine if they are present in your daily interactions. For example, if you are a woman who wants gender equality, do you react to women being objectified but then objectify men? Bias often expresses as an assumption. For example, believing that a person with a mental illness is more likely to harm another person than someone without one. It can be seen in the belief that a person with a disability always needs to be helped or wants to be fixed, when many are at peace with their situation and capable of doing everything others can do and possibly more. By exploring your personal biases and reducing their influence, you can then identify and help eliminate bias and its effects in the broader community. So Blue Crossroads, I don't feel any bias coming off your energy, okay? So I don't feel any kind of bias in your energy. So what I'm thinking is maybe okay, so I feel like there's someone coming in who is really going to make you question your beliefs, okay, your biases, right? What other word can I use? I feel like this person's coming in with some kind of solution to something. It could have to do with Shauna's card. You guys usually get joint readings, but like immediately for some reason your energy with this person is going to be off, and the universe is saying like whatever this person is offering, maybe you should check into why you actually dislike this person or why you feel so strangely around them. This person is there to help. I feel like for whatever reason this week your little antenna where you pick out the bad guys might be a little bit off. There's something throwing you off. So be really careful with assumptions and judgments this week. I think because the retrograde, like I said, you're a little bit off, and you don't want to go alienating people who are actually there to help you because you don't trust them for reasons that you can't really explain. Normally, I would say the universe would say, go with your gut, go with your intuition, go with your energy. But for some reason, in this case, you're going to be a little bit off. Mike J, behold! Who's next?
Chillin' Charlie, if he answers. I know he kind of comes and goes too. You here, chillin'? And if he doesn't answer back, we'll go ahead and do ours.
Well, let's do Mike J because he's only there from work.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead and do him then. That's fine.
Yes, Blue Crossroads, that's probably a good idea. Go ahead, Shauna. That's another part of your oracle. Smack your husband in the head and recalibrate. Well, yeah, Edna, you've had amazing readings for a really long time. Even the ones that seemed difficult were, positive. They had a positive message. Do you know I sent Aunt Edna 2 8-ounce sprays as she ordered? By the way, if anyone's ordered anything or like got a reading from me or something, just send the money. And then not you. I don't want to say anyone specifically's names. A couple of you guys, I think you might have forgot to pay me. So just look over your finances and see if you owe me anything, and then just pop it on my PayPal or Cash App. No big deal. And also, don't forget Super Chats, PayPal, Cash App. That's how I get paid. I do not get paid from YouTube for ad revenue yet. So whatever you guys donate is what I get for the month. So if you don't donate anything, I don't get paid. All right, Mike J. So, that's what I was saying. Yeah, Edna ordered 2 8-ounce sprays for me, and I'll tell you what happened after I read for Mike. Mike, you got Ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. I walk in their footsteps, their wisdom inside me remains. I am unique yet carry a legacy, their blood runs in my veins. Whether or not we know our ancestors, we are the product of those who have lived before us DNA-wise. Externally, we may have the body type of our father, our mother's eyes, our grandmother's nose, our great-grandfather's skin tone, etc. On the inside, it gets even more interesting. We know that we can inherit the way our body works, blood types, genetic disorders, even propensities for aspects of brain function like introversion, musicality, and mathematics. Many pagan paths associated with Halloween believe that we are born perfectly imperfect to be exactly what we are meant to be.
Sorry about that. I thought it was off.
What does this mean? It means that the gifts our ancestors have left us and the unique synergy of the combination of the physical, mental, and physical that is created within us sets us up perfectly to achieve our ultimate purpose. Should the ancestor card bring itself to your attention, know that you are ready and able to action your birthright of power. You have the support of those who came before you. There may be challenges or struggles, but you have everything you need to overcome them and you will prevail. Mike, this is saying you may come into some trying times this week, okay? Or you may be in them this month. There are things happening that you're like, where the hell did this come from? Like, how did this even happen? Why would this person do, like, there's things coming in that you're just like, they're hitting you out of left field. The universe is saying you can handle it. This is your ancestors putting you to the test to change those ancestral binds, to break those binds, to break those ancestral shackles, changing generations, right? Shifting generations into something better. No longer having to, you know, be a butcher because your great grandfather was a butcher. Do you know what I mean? Like, we inherit these things, but it doesn't mean that we have to be what people want us to be. I feel like this is telling you to go in your own direction, your own path, and you are going to make major changes to your family line, whether you know it or not. Yeah. And so I carefully packed everything. I got all this really pretty pink bubble wrap, and like I put everything together. I even used a bigger box so I could put more padding. The box, if I knew how to show pictures, literally, and I know you were so right, looked like it got run over and they delivered it anyway. She said it smells great though. So what I did, I had it, Ray did get it. Ray mails them out for me, and I did get it insured up to $100. So I figured 50 plus the 25 for shipping. So I have the pictures, so hopefully they'll reimburse me. The post office here is supposed to be working with me because I mail so many boxes out. So they're supposed to be working with me. They have this free box thing where, like, if you ship through them, they'll give you the free certain size boxes. So I did 2 days ago send you out a full-blown spiritual helper box with all of the incense and presents and crystals and sprays and gifts with 2 new scents. And I hope that makes up for it, because you also ordered from that stupid Etsy shop that I let someone else set up. You paid so much money for a shirt and then it was the wrong size, and I was never able to get back in because he changed my passwords and stuff to that account to even reimburse you. My mom too, she got the same shirt, wrong size, and I was never able to reimburse her, and I should have been able to do that for $11, but I was locked out of my account. Vixen Doe, you know, I don't think I had the fragile stickers when I mailed that one out. But when I mailed Steve and Sandy's, because I had these big 3-wick candles in there that I had gotten for him, it was the Appalachian Trail and the Great Smoky Mountains. They had like all different scents from around the country. So I got him 2 of those and then put 2 sprays in and a whole bunch of stuff. So I packed that really well, but I had fragile stickers that I had found. So this one, the new box that I sent you, and it has like 2 or 3 fragile stickers on it. Yeah, no, absolutely. Please, I'm so sorry it showed up that way. I'm trying to be a professional businesswoman. I have no idea what I'm doing. I can't even get into contact with the people creating my website because I'm always available at nighttime. It's taken me like a month and a half to do something that should have taken 2 weeks. But I'm doing my best, and I want all of you guys to be happy, especially someone like you who's been with me pretty much from the beginning. Dude, Batmom, Amazon. I ordered some kind of lotion. It was supposed to be like really good for eczema, because RJ gets really bad eczema in the winter. It was a few months ago because I knew it was coming, and this lotion was on sale. It was like Burt's Bees or something like that, and the package was completely sealed, but there was nothing in it. And Amazon didn't believe me. Like, I'm trying to get a free $8 lotion. Come on. All right, who's next?
Eris.
Eris, I'm going to use the Wild Mystic. Batmom, you didn't get reimbursed for that?
That's BS.
Yeah, Perfect Imperfection. RJ doesn't get it as bad now because I buy like literally his lotion, the Aveeno, like the little tub of it costs like $20 just for the tub. I buy the Aveeno bath soap in bulk, like the big containers for the refills. So he doesn't get it as bad now because I do take really good care of his skin. But I saw this lotion, it was on sale for like $8 or $9, and I was like, oh, it looks really good for children's eczema. I have no idea because it never showed up. And I feel like I don't know whose fault that is because I've never worked for Amazon. So I don't want to buy from them again. All right.
Thank you, Downshift. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I do, like, normally, like, if it was me, I would take the blame and be like, oh my gosh, you know? But Downshift, good night. Thank you so much
Thanks,
for stopping. I know it wasn't me, and I know it wasn't Ray because he wouldn't do that. It had to have been just, I don't know why they would have delivered it. Like, couldn't they just, like, say it was damaged? Like, why would they deliver that? That's what pisses me off because it makes me look bad. It has the GemmaJade Oracle sticker and the business on it. Eris, you got provide, and I believe it's a cow. Here's the thing. The card says provide, right? But it won't be under P for provide. It'll be under whatever this animal is. So I have to guess the animals. I believe that's a cow. So let me look up cow. Cats, chameleon, cow. Yes, that's it. Eris, you got it upside down. So harvest is not always fruitful, but it is always followed by winter. The shadow reading of this card might be that you are in store for a hard winter, and the fruits of your labor will not necessarily sustain you. Instead of allowing this to defeat you, learn from it. Gather the tools you need and surround yourself with allies who will help you. There is always next year. I would take this as a warning. I wouldn't look at this as your harvest isn't coming to fruition, okay? I would look at this, Eris, as you need to shift your perception. You need to change direction. So there's something that you really, really want to do or something that you just started that's not going the way you planned at all. And it's become such a big headache, or this is about to happen, right? Either it happened already or it's about to. I do feel like you're kind of in the thick of it. I see a lot of messy thoughts coming out of your brain right now, like about this situation. The universe is saying this was not for you. You were meant to start it and move on. So don't keep beating a dead horse. Don't keep putting all your eggs in this basket because whatever it is, whether it was starting a business, a new relationship, buying a home, the retrograde is not going to allow it to happen. Don't even think about trying again until January of next year, at least. That Mom, you know what's messed up about that is you see I'm always drinking Red Bull, and my favorite Red Bull is kiwi apple. It's the light green can, not the dark green as the dragon fruit. So it's light green. I can't find it anywhere. Even my friends that work in bars, they can't get it ordered through Red Bull. Red Bull saying it has not been discontinued. There's no reason it's not on the shelves. So Ghost Dragon spends like $130 to send me a case of this stuff twice. And both times the post office lost it. So guys, let's talk just for a minute, if you would, about this contest I want to do. I realize we're all adults and a creative writing contest sounds so much like high school, right? But I have some really great prizes. The spiritual helper boxes, both of my books autographed and sent to you, crystals, definite readings I'm going to be giving away. So what I want to do is I want to get, hi Football Cat, I want to get you guys to write in scary encounters and let me know if it's real or if it's, you know, made up. It doesn't matter. I'm accepting all of them between 4,000 and 12,000 words. I'll post the rules on my community tab. I really want to get you guys involved and I want to get some good stories for a listener encounters. How I'm going to announce the winner, if I get any submissions, is on Halloween, and I don't know if there's going to be 3 or 5. It depends how many submissions. Everybody that sends something in, 4,000 words or 12, between 4 and 12,000 words, is going to get something. So even if you don't win like the top 3 prizes, you'll still get like a free reading or a spray or something, just for sending something in. On Halloween night, the video that I'm going to do is going to be the video of the winning stories. 3 to 5 winning stories. I've tried to do contests before, nobody enters, or like one person will enter. So you guys have to we'll cut off at the for the 28th is a Saturday, so we'll cut off at the 28th because I'll be filming it on the 29th. Cut off 28th. Yay, Virgos rock. Yay. Ghost Dragon is a Virgo. I don't have a lot of Virgo in my chart. So, all right. Shauna says she has a great recipe for eczema that costs less than $20 for enough to cover a year. Yeah, Shauna, I'm going to check my text after. That would be amazing because he gets it so bad. Like one time I didn't realize what it was. And it was bright. Like it was so dark. It looked like iodine on his legs. So even when I brought him to the doctor, she tried to wipe it off. She's like, this can't be eczema. Like that's how bad it got because I wasn't treating it because I didn't know what it was. The doctor kept saying it was ringworm. He kept getting ringworm. And because RJ didn't wear shoes until he was 2 years old, I believed them. All right, who's after Eris?
Eris, then Al. Are you still here, Al?
Lara, that's a good question. The 28th of October, which is my oldest son's birthday, my Scorpio boo, my Kyle.
Sorry about that. I think they left. So.
Okay.
Smoochie!
I'm going to use the Fairy Wisdom Oracle for you, miss.
Hello, Football Cat.
Football Cat says a lot of wrenches and Virgos rock. Yes, Smoochie, send it. Send it.
Time out. Do me one favor. We'll restop real quick.
Yeah.
Give Paranormal Pixie Laura a wrench. I keep forgetting to remind you.
Why don't you have a wrench?
She just never had one. I keep forgetting to tell you, give her a wrench.
All right, hold on. I got to get into the stream. It's not showing.
Yeah, because it won't let me do it.
That's weird that you can't do that.
I don't know why, but it won't.
You got to do it from YouTube.
Yeah, but I think you do it from your channel, right?
Yeah, I have to go in.
We got you, Laura.
All right, I want to watch it. Yo, what's up? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You on YouTube. There we go.
Why do you need so many wrenches? Because she needs a lot of wrenches to keep me under control.
Why do people care of everyone? Oh, so many people come in and say that. I need a lot of wrenches, actually. I'll tell you why. Because I get trolls a lot. So that's actually why. I get trolls a lot. Capricorns are the most awesome sauce. Sorry.
Yeah, giving out presents for my birthday. Yeah, I'll be more than happy to.
Yeah, great. I was hoping that some of you would like really be into
Come
this.
and get a crunch bar. Here you go.
All right, so a fictional Samhain story. Yeah, it could be fiction, nonfiction. I don't care either way. Just send me in a scary story. It's got to be at least 4,000 words. Mike, good night. You are so welcome, Mike J. And Miss Smoochie. You'll be 100. Good for you.
I'm over 100. I'm a dragon. We live for centuries.
I'm a 600-year-old vampire. That's why I pretend like they don't exist. I know the truth. All right.
A lot.
Huh?
That explains a lot.
Miss Smoochie, you got the card of dandelions. Give it a try. It's just us. We're not going to like belittle you if you're not a good writer. I don't care about grammatical errors and spelling and all that. As long as it's readable, I will turn it into. I always fix. People are like, your listener encounters sound like a professional writer wrote them. I'm like, yeah, because I don't let my subscribers sound like, not everybody's good at spelling and grammar. So I go in and I don't change the story, but I make it sound,
Hell, I tell her to because I can imagine what she sees when she sees me. My
a reader, not a writer. Football Cat, that's good. I just handed in my third book, but I got to tell you guys, they don't plan on releasing it until December or January.
What a waste.
But that's okay because it gives me time to get started on the BEK. Since I've handed in the Shadow Person book, I've had so much extra time to get extra content done for this channel. I'm doing, for my Oracle lovers, I'm doing a seasons series. So fall would be September, October, November, and I'm doing it by sign. So by element, I mean. So earth, air, fire, and water, and I'll do a remote intuitive oracle read for each sign and break them down by seasons and by element. So I've filmed earth and fire so far. I got to get water and air done this weekend, and then I'm going to release them. All right, Smoochie, keyword perspective. The fairies plant their seeds with great care. They choose the very best ones, then water and nurture them tenderly. The plants grow and the crops come in, and with them they bring more perfect seeds for the next planting. Realize that you project what you think onto yourself, others, and situations. Your thoughts and words are the seeds that you plant. When we make limiting statements, we are actually sending out energy that can affect other people. These are not mere words and thoughts. They have substance and they have power. Thoughts create reality. Assessing a person or situation in a negative light actually creates that negative reality. Think what you would create by thinking in a more positive light. There's always another way to view reality. When you see what you see as reality may not be what another person sees. People and situations are always deeper than they appear on the surface. Work on seeing the good in all things. Remember that how you perceive something is a reflection of your own emotions. Therefore, revealing more about you than about the other person or situation upon which you are focused. The situations that come into your life are often those which you expect to happen. Be open to possibilities. The seeds you plant come back to you, so watch that you plant quality seeds. See all the different sides of a situation and work on seeing another person's point of view. What a growing experience this can be for you. Smoochie, I feel like you're pissed at somebody or you're going to be pissed. What's up, Jules? And I do feel kind of like the universe is saying, like, okay, maybe you had a right to be angry, but it's time to get over it now. This is not for you to like abandon this person. I feel like you may have gone off on them, and for good reason, but the universe is telling you to pull yourself out of that negativity now, pull yourself out of that drama, right? And get yourself back focused on seeing things in a more positive light, the positivity of the situation, right? There's always a silver lining. And I know a lot of people hate when I say that, but it really is true. You can always find the good in a situation. Even if it looks like nothing's good, think about what you learn, right? From the experience. And once you can gain more perspective and take a step back and do that, you'll see things a lot differently. Not getting over it. Well, the universe is warning you that if you don't, it's going to turn into something way bigger, way more drama, chaos, all that BS. So that's up to you, baby.
Smooch.
Okay. Who's next?
Okay, Aunt Edna.
Aunt Edna, I'm going to use Sacred Hags for you as well. Aquarius. Oh, I can tell you're Aquarius. My sister Carol and my daughter's adopted mother are the only other Aquariuses I know, both female. Mama, you're coming up, babe. And Aquarius women are insane. I'm sorry, but psycho. In the most charming way, though. I mean, I love them. But you guys are nuts. All right, so this is Aunt Edna. Then let's do Mom. And I'm gonna read for Damien as well, even though I'm sure he left. I'm gonna be with him tomorrow and Mom, so I'll just point him in the direction of his reading. Scared old broad. Whoa. All right, come on, Aunt Edna. The Shadow Keeper. Card number 35. Aunt Edna, this is a card of secrets. There are, of course, those who speak of secrets as if they are some evil force that will always break you, that are a sign of your weakness or fear. I say secrets are sometimes truths that must gestate, that are always destined to be revealed in time. You owe no one your secrets until you are ready to tell them, beloved, until you can speak of these things with care, until the sharing itself can become the untethering ritual it deserves to be. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. But reflect on this. Which secrets do you keep warm for now, letting them simmer in shadows until they are ready to be born into the light? Which secrets feel cumbersome and binding, and which feel more like boundaries than cages? So, okay, obviously, I don't feel like you're really keeping a secret, Aunt Anna. What's up, Nikki? Mom, yes, we are. I'm super excited. I can't wait. I don't feel so much like you're really keeping a secret. You may be keeping a secret to protect somebody, but I think this is more talking about ideas that you're not ready to tell people about yet. Things you see yourself doing, or certain things that you just started learning, and things like that. Nick, I did not forget about you. I'm just waiting for this weekend to actually have time to talk to you about it, because what you're asking is going to take a little bit of effort, but we can do it. And I'm sorry. So, Anna, keep your secrets close to your chest. Keep your ideas, your thoughts. Somebody may come to you for advice. This week is not really the time for you to be giving advice. I feel like even though this doesn't happen often, it's a time to just tell someone what they want to hear. Do you think, Bobby is in love with me? If it's going to make the person happy, tell them you think Bobby's in love with them. It's going to be such an insignificant thing that if you were to tell the truth and say, no, I think Bobby is a two-timing woman-beating a-hole, it might cause you more problems with the person that you're trying to help protect in the first place. So keep everything close to the vest. Don't offer too much advice. Don't talk too much. Yeah, you're probably a listener, an Earth Angel listener. People are always revealing themselves to me as well. So just for this week, back off a little. Don't take anything too seriously. My dad is December 14th. He and my friend Deirdre are the only Saggies that I know. Jeanette, as soon as you come in, you're on the list, baby girl. We called you already. I'm going to read for my mom and Damien, then we'll do Jeanette, and then we'll go back to the list.
That's fine. I kept her on the list.
Mother, I'm going to use Mythical Goddess. Never be fake, yes. Yeah, it's not that so much being fake. It's just like maybe just not saying what you mean, because it could really hurt somebody. And I feel like it's such an insignificant thing for you to just, tell them what they want to hear. James Weston is too. Saggy. Jeanette, no worries, babe. All right, Mom. Seas, the card of depletion. You got the 8 of Seas. I already know what this is about. All right. All right, so it's the Sun in Scorpio. This beautiful mermaid basks in her feeling element of water. Oh, wrong one. I did the 6 of Seas. I was like, I already read this. That's my mom. Saturn in Pisces. Beached whales lie ashore on gray sands under dull skies. There is no vitality, no light, little water, and life in this landscape. This card is a caution against burnout and emotional depletion, Mother. Your heart must have the nourishment and attention it needs, or a severe toll will be taken. You are worthy of love and deserve to be surrounded with those who love and inspire you, taking time daily for your own emotional well-being. It is a top priority for you to nurture yourself and pay attention to your feelings, so that you may realize your own value in the world. Mom, I know you're grieving. I know you're going through a lot, health-wise, and just adjusting to life kind of on your own, right? With Damien, with me, but dealing with all of the emotions that are coming up in you. What this card is saying is if you keep ignoring them, Mom, and putting them off to the side, you are going to completely burn out, okay? You're going to be these beached whales. They have nothing left. They can't even swim anymore because they didn't take time to come up to the surface and breathe. Take the time to breathe. Take some time, like this weekend's going to be great. We're going to go shopping. We're going to go to the food trucks. We're going to go to lunch with Eliana. We're going to watch movies together with Damien. You need to take time to do that a lot, to keep people around you, Mom, that are going to build you up, not stick ideas in your head that are going to make things worse, okay? And as you know, and as I tell you all the time, it doesn't even need to come from a card. Make sure you're on top of your physical health, because if you're depleted, what can you do for anyone else? Your kids? We all need you. So you need to take time for yourself, Mom. And you need to deal with the emotions that are coming up, whether you do it in private or not. Brown Dwarf, what's up? Damien, I am going to use the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle for you. I know he's probably not listening. I know, Nick, why my mom said Eliana wants to go to lunch. And I'm like, okay. And my mom's like, there are food trucks. And I'm like, she has celiac disease, but I'm sure we could find something gluten-free there.
Oh, they have specialty ones.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Damien, you got card number 50 in the Wisdom of the House of Night deck. This is a sign that you must trust your gut. Your instincts and intuition will lead the way through the darkness. When you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you know that it is necessary to look beyond the obvious to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have a weird feeling that they mean something else altogether. You have this power. You are being asked to use it now, okay? Someone is keeping something from you, Damien, or flat out lying to you. And I feel like you probably won't even have to think much on who this is. It's probably going to come up immediately right away, okay? You don't really have to confront them. Just let them know that, you know, let them know kind of that you know, in a way. Right? Like if you ask somebody if they want to go to the food trucks with us on Saturday and they're like, oh no, my grandpa's sick. And then you run into their grandpa at the food trucks, you know, just message them and be like, oh, I just talked to your grandpa. He looks like he's doing a lot better. The time for confrontation isn't now, but letting people know that you're not actually the fool that they're trying to make you out to be. They're keeping things from you. And I feel like it's small things that make no sense or like lying just for the sake of lying. Let them do their own thing, Damien. You don't need people like that in your life. Mom, you are so right when you say we're going to have a great time. Everything else doesn't matter. Just spending time with you guys makes me feel happy. And that's exactly, you know, what the point is. I feel the same way. There are times I go to my mom's house and I just sit in my room. Like I'm not even really spending time with them. It's just like I just like being there. Nick, why? Yeah, no sushi from food trucks. All right, Jeanette. Let's do Ceccoli. Yeah, Damien, someone's lying to you, boy. Card number 4, Jeanette. Vigilance. Jeanette, keep an eye on the situation, but don't do anything just yet. There will be a time for action later, and your energy will be needed then. You'll have a better idea of what's going on if you can maintain an attitude of detached observation. Damien, this would be good for you to listen to as well. This is not a time to give in to your emotions or be dragged down by other people's drama. Remove yourself from petty squabbles, circular arguments, and people who are chasing their own tails. When you rise above the dust of turmoil, you'll see more clearly what the real issues are. Light, keep your observations to yourself for the time being. Dark, there's no immediate danger, but the situation is changeable. So this actually goes with the moon card, and the moon card says pull another card. So I think, Jeanette, I'm going to pull the moon into your reading as well, which I don't often do, but I do feel they're connected. Like you and Damien are getting the same exact message, okay? You know someone's lying. You know someone's full of crap. This is not the time for confrontation. It's a time for knowing, for observing, is getting as much information as you can before the final confrontation happens. But if you're involved or if there's drama around you, stay out of it to the best of your ability, because there's something about this that's going to really suck you in and kind of overtake you. And you're going to lose a lot of peace, Jeanette, if you don't keep yourself out of the drama. Someone is keeping something from you. And I feel like you know someone's keeping something from you. You've been thinking for a while, like, hey, this person's lying, but I can't prove it. The proof that you need is the universe just told you in your guts. That's your proof. Who's next?
Okay, it's supposed to be Kyle, but I don't know if the Snyder's here. Michigan, are you still here? Are those two still here?
Oh my God, Gemma, no way. How did you know? That's exactly what's happening right now. I'm dealing with a heartbreak. I didn't know. The card told me. I'm just a seer, honey. I'm just the oracle. Billy, call me Mr. Flintstone. who I recently lost, and I'm still just absolutely devastated about losing. He was a Capricorn, the only Capricorn I ever dated, and I have to say, I was more comfortable in that relationship than ever in my whole life with somebody. What's happening? What's the matter, Stephen?
Oh, he Brown Door asked where the vodka was at. I don't drink. I wish I had a Long Island iced tea. It sounds good right now. Or screwdriver, but no.
I used to drink amaretto sours, Long Island iced teas, and pineapple Ciroc with pineapple juice, and now just pineapple juice. All right, Cowie, I am going to use the Shaman's Dream Oracle for you.
It does sound good, but yeah, gotta pass. I had to take a shot before the show, so that's like a no-no. Right
Cherry bombs, yeah.
Cherry bombs. I played quarter once. We used to play quarters all the time, and I swallowed the quarter, and I'm allergic to nickel, and ended up in the hospital for 2 weeks because I was blind.
Wow. Jeanette, I can kind of answer that. Mike, welcome back. What's up? So good to see you. Jeanette, you said, Lara, may I ask what's the best way that Capricorns deal with breakups? Do they ever come back to the person, or once it's done, it's done? It really depends on the entire chart, but I will tell you, yes, Batmom, usually they're one and done. If they have a lot of water in their charts, they will be a little bit more likely to come back. But honestly, Capricorn, like Taurus, if the sex is good, Taurus will stick around. Doesn't matter. But Capricorn, no. Capricorn's like, they might come back to you, but it'll be like a Ted Bundy situation where they come back just to get you to agree to marry them, and then you dump them publicly. Like that type stuff. They can be very vindictive, but it really depends on the chart. All right, Cowie, let's do this. The idea is not to drink the quarter. Well, yeah. Crown Games, card number 8. Right use of power, Cowie. Leadership, responsibility, accountability, and right use of power. There is a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't, how to get more of it and not to lose that which you do have, how to wield it wisely and not to get drunk with it and cause harm. There are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself. These are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the crown game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without conditioning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable to change, or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Lead with humility while letting others discover their own way home. True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a higher position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. So, Cowie, you could be being offered a position at work or a position of power in someone's life. Okay, I'm getting two stories here. So, Cowie, what I would say is if you're in any kind of position of power, even if it's just like teaching a Sunday school and you're in power 1 hour a week over little kids, I feel like you're going to be tested this week and tempted. And the universe is asking you to reconsider. But I also feel like there's someone in your life, and it could be a boss at work. That's kind of the energy I'm getting, but it doesn't have to be. Just someone with some kind of authority or power over you, whether it's emotional or actual, right? Real or imagined. And they're like being abusive with it. Like they're totally trying to take advantage of you, to manipulate you. I would be really careful of that for this week. Hi, Matt.
Yeah, go ahead and do her next. It's her birthday, too.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yep, it's her birthday, too. So go ahead and do her, because she's got to go to her birthday dinner.
Okay, I'll do it right now. Give me 1 sec.
No problem.
And I don't do this every time because it's not Ghost Dragon's birthday every time, but there you go, guys.
What'd you do?
I changed the ticker, but I messed it up. Happy birthday, Ghost Dragon ZW and Mac Tyler. Okay. Mac, let's use Divine Circus. This is still one of my favorite decks of all time. When you hold on to your hate, you're giving that person power and only hurting yourself. And I mean, truer words have they ever been spoken, right? Guys, there's my Cash App and my PayPal. Please remember, donations are the only way I get paid. Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp. The only time I won't come back into a friendship is if there was a major breach of trust. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, nuts up, no. All right, well, I'm going to read for you. I'll let you know. I'll give you timestamp.
Yes, I can do that.
All right. So we'll read for him after. Mac. Mac, you got Red Countess, card number 21. Turn right to it. There is something that you know, you felt, you've sensed, heard, or realized this truth more than once. Even if others see or feel differently, you just know what you know, even if you don't quite know how you know it. There is something that you know. Oh, I said that already. When the Red Countess appears, she is reminding you of what you know, no matter how convincingly someone or even you might be able to talk you out of it for a while. The truth always returns to be dealt with eventually. This is not meant to be a warning. It is meant to be a reassurance, an encouragement to be bold and to act on what you feel. Give your truths value. Hold your feelings and insights in high enough esteem to pay attention to them, to give yourself time to process what you think, feel, and sense. Know that they are worth acting on, even if that action just means to trust more and stop worrying so much. If you cannot figure out what your inner truths are, or you feel confused by conflicting thoughts and feelings torn between head and heart, then you are in a state of information overload. You need to switch off, discharge some excess mental and emotional energy, and take a break. If a device was overheating, you would switch it off, let it cool down, lest it burst into flames beyond repair. Treat your brain, your nervous system, your body, your mind with the same good sense. Unplug for a few moments at least. Give yourself some time out from the crazy noise and constant distractions of the world so you can get in touch with what is true for you. If you have a vision or feeling about someone or something you are uncertain about, Red Countess confirms the accuracy of your insight. Trust yourself and then choose to act from your truth. So somebody has told you a fibberoo, and you definitely know the truth. You know something's going on that you're not supposed to know. You have no idea how or why you know, but you absolutely know it. And this card, just like, I mean, I said this to someone a few minutes ago with this card, it's not necessarily time for confronting. It could be if you want to, but what you should do, what the universe wants you to do first, is to unplug, okay? Go into meditation for 15 to 20 minutes and really think about what you want to do about this situation, okay? I think you need to let this person know that, you know, you really know what's going on. I feel like this could be about a person, like a person is in your life that everyone loves, and like you have no reason to feel this way about them, but you feel uncomfortable around them, like something's wrong. Look into them if you want. Don't let it overtake you, but if you need that proof, you'll find it. Otherwise, just know that you know, honey. Your instincts are on point. I see for like this month, next month, you have kind of one-upped when it comes to your intuition, your inner knowledge, your just knowing. And that's hard to explain to people. So don't even bother trying. Just know that you know, honey. And if you're asking a question to yourself or trying to figure something out, the Red Countess is telling you that you already know the answer. Good night, Mother. Yes, I can't wait for dinner tomorrow. And don't forget, you promised a pot roast on Sunday. Just
no,
saying.
don't make it. Don't make it. If I can't eat any of it, you can't have it.
I'll call you tomorrow when I'm on my way. I love you. The readings are like, wow, out of this world. Great. Thank you.
Go ahead and do nut slap.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
they
right.
can go back to what they're doing.
Nutslap's going to come back and read later, too, if he can't right now. So I am going to read... I'm going to do the Gothic Oracle for Nutslap.
I'm going to step out for a second.
Yep, go ahead. All right, Pam. Good night, honey. Oh, you're so very welcome, honey. I know, baby. I know it does. But you know what? Sometimes people are here to just teach us lessons about life, love, ourselves, and to learn them too and move on, you know? If somebody's going to treat you like that, baby, they're not worth it. Remember what I say? Always be sure others are being kind to you, because an act of kindness is as simple as a smile and a hello. Yeah, ignore him for sure. For sure. Pretend like you don't even care. All right. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, Gemma. Hope you have a great night. Good night, baby. Enjoy your dinner. Happy birthday. All right. Nutslap. Card number 2. Looks like the Lovers.
Thank you. I had to stand up for a minute.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see here.
Good night, Janet.
The Gentle Dance. Relationships may appear perfect to the outside world, but something deeper is going on right now. There may be a feeling of mistrust or a gut feeling that something is not quite right. So there's the trend, guys, the gut feeling. If you are thinking about a past relationship, you must release or deal with the issues in order to move on and let go. Don't put past relationships on a pedestal. There was a reason why they did not work out. If you are having issues with a current partner, then it is time to be honest and seek the answers as to why you are discontent. It is likely the problems are not as great as you may feel and can be resolved. If you're looking for love, it may be closer than you realize. You may see a friend or acquaintance in a different light, as it is only lack of confidence on both sides, which is stopping a union. So, yeah. I feel like Nutslap, if you're in a relationship, now's the time to really decide if you're happy and if you want to keep the relationship going. I feel like there's something off. Also, in some kind of friendship, there is someone who wants more than friendship from you. So if you're single, it's kind of time to sit back and decide whether or not you want to be more than friends with this person. Again, if you're already in a relationship, this is talking about your significant other and that there's something going on beneath the surface. There's something like bubbling and brewing. So why not take a step back and try to talk to them first? If you're single, there is a friend or an acquaintance, someone that you already know that you're going to be thinking about, and they're thinking about you too. So take the leap. Ask them out on a date. It's going to be good for you. If you're in a relationship, take your significant other out to a nice dinner or whatever they like and talk to them before whatever this is blows up into something that's unmanageable. Brown Dwarf, yeah, absolutely. If you can. If not, let me know and I will try to see if I can do it for you, or I'll wrench you if you're not wrenched. Who's next?
Okay, Laura or Pixie. Pixie.
Miss Pixie. Sacred Hags. So on Sunday, we had my oldest son, Kyle. He's going to be 23 on October 28th. And his girlfriend, who just turned 23 on the 8th of this month, over for her birthday dinner. Thank you so much, Pam. Thank you, everyone else who donates PayPal, Cash App. I get that money immediately. Everyone else, I get it at the end of the month. Thank you. So I tried to get her favorite cake, which was a strawberry cake with buttercream icing, but nobody had strawberry cake. So I got her a vanilla cake with strawberries and buttercream icing. You know, it was really good. She wanted tacos. I made tacos with all the fixins. I made enough for like 30 tacos. I sent home all the leftovers. And I gave her a spiritual helper box and some lapis lazuli earring studs. I've never seen a young couple that are so appreciative. They must have thanked me 600 times.
That's
And like,
good.
it was just so nice to be able to do that for him.
That's good.
This card comes up so much. There is something with this card. Even in personals, it's come up pretty much every time I've used this deck so far this week, 5 or 6 times. So, Song of the Seal Women. And this is for I'm sorry, who?
Laura.
Lara.
Laura.
Lara, Songs of the Seal Women. And this is Homecoming. Come home, child, come home. Come home to the truth of who you are. Have you forgotten what makes your poet's soul sing? Recall a time in your life when you were so certain of your sovereignty, when you knew your work had worth and your heart was worthy of love. What or who has stolen away your wildness? Homecoming is a practiced art. We do not stumble upon our authenticity. It is hard won, and retaining our genuine nature takes discipline. So many societal forces try to peel our fingers back from our pelt, from our more creaturely skin, and we do not find ourselves home without effort. I promise you, though, the return is worth the worth. I feel like you could be questioning and second guessing yourself. I feel as though there is someone or several someones who are making you feel like absolute dog poop. I feel like you're allowing this to happen because you feel as though you did something wrong. You feel as though you were at least part of the cause for this situation. You weren't. And I feel like you need to forgive yourself. And if these other people can't forgive you, step into your power, put up your boundaries, and tell them to take a hike. They're not worth the heartache. And I feel like they were just trying to find a reason to pick at you or to break up with you or to kick you out or to fire you, whatever it was. This person is not good. They're no good. And I would simply stay away from them. Step into your own power, honey. Now is the time. The universe is offering you power, abundance, blessing, but not if you're going to continue to deal with this person. Put your boundaries up. Tell them how you feel if you must, and then move on. This is not a soul contracted or connected relationship at all. This is about you learning things through this situation to better you and bring you back into a place of womanly beauty and power. Goddess, diva status. Beautiful. I'm happy your son found this girl that came along. Yeah, they really do get along great. And just seeing my son, a month and a half ago for the first time in 13 years was pretty incredible. Now I'm working on my second oldest. My son Logan just turned 21. He's a lot different than my son Kyle. My son Kyle he looks exactly like his father, 100%. You would never be able to tell this kid's my son. He has blonde hair and one really bright blue eye with yellow in it, and another bright yellow eye with a little blue in it. He has that, what is it called? It's heterochrome.
Oh, Tyler chromosome.
Whatever it is, but you have two different color eyes.
Yeah.
But anyway, he looks exactly like his dad, but he has my heart, like my forgiveness and my insecurity. You can tell he's like super awkward. My son Logan looks just like me, but he is super responsible, super like anti, drugs. And then he has his father's stubbornness, and they're both Taurus, he and his father. So my son Kyle is a Scorpio. Now I'm a Pisces sun. So he's a Capricorn rising. I don't remember what his moon sign was, maybe Aquarius. But anyway, his chart is even more compatible with mine. Heterochromatic, yes. I said monochromastia. And his girlfriend was like, what did you just say? I'm like, gynochromastia. Nope, that's definitely not what it is. Anything that begins with gyno, not having to do with eyes. My daughter looks like me. Oh, thank you. Everyone says she's my absolute twin. And because I know what her father looked like, I don't think so. But I do see a lot of myself in her at 13 years old. She'll be 14 on November 20th. She was born on the cusp of the Renaissance. Every cusp has a meaning. So, all right, who's next?
Nicole Perrone. And they are here. They let me know they were here.
All right, Nicole, I am going to use the Vintage Wisdom Oracle for you. Yes, Laura, you are one of the most powerful natural witches that I know. I live to see the truth come out. Live a good life and be happy. That's what kills him too. You can't change the past or him. And I am so learning that. Like, once someone is stuck in their ways, they have to really, really, really love you in order to change. And I know that because the only reason that I changed anything about myself was to save my relationship with Ray and our family. I thought that he was willing to do the same, but sometimes people are just set in their ways. Sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it. All right, Nicole, let's do this, honey. Centering. Good message. Good message. Nicole, the delicate form of Victorian fairy is centered within the elegant constraints of an ornate picture frame. She sits with ease and grace, comfortable in her own skin and confident that she will not fail. She has gathered an armful of forget-me-nots, holding them closely to show the importance of remembering her message. When embarking on your journey into awareness, remaining centered and grounded is an essential part of daily practice. Meditation, spiritual study, and service to humanity can bring us closer to our divine nature, yet if we are not sufficiently centered, we can be metaphorically blown away. Our energies can become scattered and drained, leading to potential confusion. We are unable to offer anything from a state of depletion. The centering card invites you to align with your core essence and go forward in life from a strong position of unification. The temptation to define our reality through family, job, or achievements can distract from our spiritual essence and clip the wings to our spiritual freedom. Life is constantly changing and calls us to be flexible and centered in order to survive. By focusing attention inward, you gain strength to act as opposed to react to external influences. Prioritizing core values and beliefs provides a strong foundation to realign your energies, creating a boundary between where you end and the outside world begins. Conserve your valuable energy for where, when, and how it is most needed. Once realigned, you will feel the benefit of meeting life from a position of centeredness and clarity. So I feel like you are out of sorts, discombobulated, scattered, stuck, stagnant feeling. If not, unfortunately, you're going to be, okay? Nicole, I feel like this week it's just going to be, it's going to seem like one thing after another, but the universe is testing you. Do you have what it takes to get through the hard moments and bring yourself back to center and reality, to not get carried away with overanalyzing, overthinking, stuck in your thoughts, making realities up as though they are real, right? Making stories up in your head. The universe is asking you to step back, unplug from any kind of tech, meditate for at least 12 minutes a day this week, as many days as you can. Okay, if you do yoga, that's a good substitute. As long as your mind is being cleared, walk in the woods. It doesn't have to be sitting and meditating. But the universe is trying to get some really important information to you about how to get regrounded and recentered and pull yourself out of this kind of rut that you're either in or going into by the end of the week, so you don't stay stuck and stagnant and not moving forward towards your spiritual goal. If you get the opportunity to volunteer, please do it. It's super important. It jumped out at me with this card, okay? You're not going to fall. The universe is going to catch you. That's another risk card, okay? The card of the Fool in tarot.
Okay, I'm waiting to hear back from Perfect Imperfections and Larry. They are the next
Larry
two.
left. Larry,
Okay, did he? I thought he did.
I think he said that he had to leave, so.
Okay. And Perfect, are you still here? If not, we'll go ahead and do Peppa if they're still here. Peppa, you still here? I know Salvador's still here. If you want to go ahead and do him, you can do him, and by the other one's answered.
Salvador, mythical goddess, Salvador. Whoa. A lot of energy. You're very welcome, Nicole. Just hang in there. Be smart. Don't let anyone influence your decisions, your thoughts, your heart, okay? I feel like you have your heart, your eyes, your sights. Your goal is on something or someone, and someone is going to come in and try to take that from you.
You want to give him a wrench?
I just did, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jeanette, if we all follow our intuition, everyone is born, I believe anyway, and I get a lot of flack for this, but it's my stream and I'm going to say it. I believe everyone is born with the gifts that I have. I just believe we're all indoctrinated to not address them or pay any attention to them. And for some of us, we can do that. And some of us, like me, just like literally cannot do it. Some of us can. So Salvatore, you got the 3 of Earth, and that's the card of Works. Mars and Capricorn. A woman dances in balance and beauty, all aspects of her being united and focused. Her thoughts, feelings, and movements are in dynamic equilibrium, a force to be reckoned with. She is the complete sacred circuit of heart, mind, and physical body. Her grace and strength exemplify the ease of carrying power into the world and doing the work she came here to do with influence. The Lady of Works dances into your cards to reflect your unified strength of expression. The hard work you have done on all levels is making an impact. The triad aspects of your being, mental, emotional, and physical, are balanced and powerful. Your works on earth are making a difference. Let this image help to keep you on a unified track as you continue moving ahead toward your goals. Salvatore, there is no gender assigned in tarot or oracle, okay? So this is definitely your energy. I don't know what you're doing, working on, volunteering with, giving, putting together. There's something that you're either doing or about to do that is going to greatly affect the world around you, okay? Whether it's the world on a grand scale, I don't know anything about you personally, but you are about to embark on something that's going to be life-changing, not only for you, but for the people around you too. The universe is saying, accept the opportunities happily, okay? Work diligently, and don't listen to any of the nonsense and the BS, and you're going to be just fine.
Okay, I guess our next person will be the Batmom. Then after Batmom will be the football cat.
All right, so Batmom, I'm going to use Heal Yourself on you.
Thank you, Johnny, and welcome in.
Welcome, and thank you. Yes, Salvatore, you are. And there's some opportunity that you either just accepted or that's about to come in for you this week. Could be next week, but I see more this week that it's going to be super important. Okay, so don't let anyone lead you astray, okay? I feel like you're going to be offered the poisoned apple or the fruit, right? From the snake. This is just nicotine. I have a weed pen, like one of those liquid weed things that I take like 1 or 2 puffs of before bed, and I do that because I'm able to sleep. But once I do that, I'm done. So I don't text with anyone. And it's only once a day, and it's only for sleep, and my doctor is the one who recommended it. So it's the only thing my Suboxone doesn't block. It blocks everything else, including alcohol and other medicines. All right. I do apologize. Who am I reading for here? Batmom.
Yep.
Cycles, card number 6. Life is cyclical. Sometimes things flow, and at other times they slow down. What cycle of your life are you in right now? What is the one area of your life where you need to focus most of your energy? Is it time for you to focus on your family? Do you need alone time to discover your true purpose? Do you yearn to open your heart and love fully, deeply, and passionately? Is this the time for healing and regeneration? Maybe you are completely ready to enthusiastically concentrate on your life purpose and put all your energy and effort into making your dreams a reality. Each cycle you encounter offers you fresh gifts and possibilities to learn and to grow. The better you become at identifying the cycle you are in, the more flow and harmony you will experience in the choices you made. So I don't know exactly what this is that I'm getting, but I feel some, and this is going to sound super, Ralph and Cassie, hello, Tony the Rock, hi. This is going to sound super vague, but I feel like you kind of stepped in to some kind of madness. And that's the way the message is coming in, that you stepped in accidentally into someone else's BS. I feel like this happens to you a lot, being pulled into other people's stuff. And the universe is saying, like, you have the ability to stay out of it, to really keep your boundaries up. Cyclical. There is a cycle coming to an end, okay? And I think that's this drama and BS cycle of you constantly being trapped in other people's mess. The universe is saying, let's put an end to this cycle. Let's pull ourselves out and away from anyone who's codependent, chaotic, toxic, or drama fueled, right? Do that this week. It's time to step out, to just bow out gracefully and be like, look, whatever I said, sorry. Whatever I did, sorry. I'm moving on now. It's time to move on. Offer an apology if warranted. Otherwise, F them. I feel like these people just love to be in this dirt and mess, and they love the fact misery loves company. Well, Batmom, if you'd like to share. Oh, Batmom, yeah. I get prescribed Percocet a lot for my teeth. Here's the problem. I started using drugs at 27 with Vicodin and Percocet that were prescribed after I shattered my pelvis when I was in a car accident. My ex, my daughter's father, I called him when I was at the bar and I'm like, listen, I'm too drunk to drive. Can you take a taxi here and then drive me and my truck home? He's like, sure. I just started dating him a couple weeks earlier. He picks me up and we drive. It's a big 97 Chevy Silverado extended cab. And all of a sudden he's like, buckle your seatbelt. So I turn to buckle my seatbelt and the airbag pops out and it shattered the whole right side of my pelvis. I couldn't walk. He's trying to pull me into the driver's seat to make it look like I was driving. Real winner. And when I asked him later on what happened, they actually brought me home in a stretcher and like rolled me onto my bed, put the phone in one hand, Vicodin in the other, and were like, peace, because I didn't have insurance. He's like, oh, I realized I was driving through the park, not on a road, and I slammed on the gas instead of the brake. So he slammed on the gas and hit a tree in the middle of a park doing 80 miles per hour, and we both walked away. Crazy. I'll never forget it because I was wearing my favorite shirt at the time. It was a white shirt, and in black letters it said Britney's competition because I was out doing karaoke, of course. Aaron Billings, what's up? All right, who's next? Just wait. Oh, Batmom, that's nothing. There was also that time when I finally left him and took most of my stuff. But then he's like, just come back. My sister will leave the key for you. I'll be at work. I want you to have your stuff. I feel bad. And then I ended up handcuffed to a radiator in the basement for 4 months. And nobody looked for me because they thought I had just... Every time I would go back to him, I would disappear because he was abusive and I wasn't able to speak to my family. So everyone thought that I just went off with him. New England, it's never too late. Never. All right. I'm sorry. Who's next? Football Cat?
Yep.
Moonology manifestations. Oh, nice. New England Dirt Roadie. I'm still trying to find a Reiki healer by me. Every time I go online, I get stuck with that thing that's like, talk to 17 Reiki healers and they'll all get back to you when they can and give you a different price. I'm like, I just want to call someone on the phone and be like, hey, can I make an appointment? Thanks. How much is it going to cost? But I can't. So, all right. Yeah, Nicole, that's people get like really judgy when I tell them I gave my daughter up for adoption at birth, but she was conceived in the basement. But she's my little princess. Meeting her was really, I guess, life altering for me. You know, getting to have my daughter finally around. First quarter moon in Sagittarius, Football Cat. Believe in your own good luck. That's important, guys, when we believe in ourselves. You know what I mean? Whatever is going on in your life, you need to take care of the small stuff and the big stuff will fall into place. Problems can arise now because of carelessness or a lapse in judgment. Avoid telling everyone your opinion until you're sure you know exactly what's going on. Think about the baby steps you need to take on your way to your goal and don't take too many risks. Believe in your own good luck, but don't be arrogant about it. Think an important decision through very carefully before taking action. Your challenge when this card comes up is to dream, but be prepared to put in the hard work required to make the dreams real. Manifesting mindset, make peace between the part of you that needs everything to make sense and the part that wants to throw caution to the wind. So I feel as though there is a goal that you've been thinking of for a really long time. And if you can't think of what that is now, it'll come to you this week. And I feel like it's like the card said, there's a part of you that wants to just full blast forward, right? And there's a part of you that needs to sit and like think things through. The universe is saying you have to find that balance, right? Don't tell anyone your ideas, your thoughts, your secrets, nobody, unless you trust them like absolutely this week, because I feel like someone's either going to steal your idea or they're going to tell you to your face that it's a bad idea and then go behind your back and try to make it happen. So I would really watch the people that I work with, communicate with this week, as far as projects you're working on or plans that you have, okay?
I want you to see this.
My brother and I opened a smoke, skateboard, crystals, incense. Would be cool to have some of your stuff here. Yeah, I can send you. I can look and find out how to send some sprays out because I have the business cards and the logo sticker now. So, Brown Dwarf, can you email me so I have your email address and I can give you my number and we can talk about that. That would be amazing. I saw some homemade candles in the dispensary by my house the other day, and I was like, why can't I find someone to take my stuff? And then you pop in with that. It's so weird. I didn't even say anything about that to anyone. I was just kind of thinking it. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would appreciate that so much.
Oops. Next is Jules, and she is here.
Jules, I'm going to use Wisdom of the House of Knights. I need to find a Reiki master near me. It's just really hard, like I said, because I can't find. Yeah, it is fate. And that's exactly how fate works. When you're doing the right thing, fate will always come through for you. The universe will always provide. And I get stuck in that, like forgetting that sometimes. Tony, that is so true. Tony says, I always say, you're so welcome, Football Cat. I always say, make sure you make the best impression in your life as you can. Someone looks up to you. You might not even know who they are, so leave the best of you for someone to follow. I agree with that. I have no idea sometimes the influence I have on people until they email me and they're like, I might have mentioned like a water I like to drink. And they're like, oh, I went out and brought 2 cases. It was so good. And I'm like, little things like that really remind me to watch how I present myself while still being myself, of course, but remembering that I have that responsibility to people to be a good role model. I don't want to have to tell people, tell your kids to leave the room because Gemma's on now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Okay. Jules, you got Grove, card number 21 in the Wisdom of the House of Night deck. It's weird. Like 3 years ago, I had nothing to do at all. I had no money. I didn't start the channel yet. No, nothing, right? And I live out in the woods, no car, no public transportation, no sidewalks. I was bored. And I like to read young adult fiction. So I read the House of Night books. And then when I got this deck, I was like, this looks so familiar. Some of these characters. This is actually the book that corresponds to the young adult novels of the House of Night. So I thought it was cool. Jules, I, Nyx, the goddess of night, invite you to my grove to heal your wounds and mend your heart. Now is the time to apologize to anyone you've harmed, make your friendships whole again, and choose healing over anger and pain. Choosing my beautiful grove is a powerful sign that you are in a wondrous and strong time in your life. Show compassion and kindness to others. No one is perfect, yet imperfection is perfect as it gets. If you are hurting, know that it will all pass and that I will watch over you. If someone you love is hurting, take the time to be there for this person. The sacred grove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded. So, Jules, I feel like, yeah, you could be going through some heartbreaks, literally, or some disappointments, like we all go through in life. But I feel like either you've gotten to the point or you're going to in the next week or so where you're like fed up and you don't know which way to go. You feel like you're constantly doing the right thing. You're trying your best, but the universe is just not cooperating with you. And that's not the case. There's something there that's really bothering you that you need to fix. A friendship, a relationship, a partnership. There's some relationship that means a lot to you that is out of balance right now. And the grove is symbolic for like a nature walk, a meditation, figuring things out on how to approach this person and make it right. Mainly because you're supposed to, it's contracted, but also because you need this person and their influence in your life, or you need to go through this situation. So take the time out to really think about the situations, relationships in your life. Is there anything or anyone missing? If there is, go out and try to get it back.
You made Smoochie mad because you're right on nose.
No, I was right on the nose by saying she's pissed.
Yeah.
I said, you're pissed about something.
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, I am.
Okay, Nicky Y.
Right, Nicky boy. I'm going to use the Shaman's Dream for you. That is exactly what's happening right now. Yeah, the universe knows. It's not me, you know. I love that you guys thank me, and I do appreciate that. But if you guys weren't here, I wouldn't have anyone to read for. And it's really the universe giving me the messages. Smoochie, if you want to talk about that, what's going on? Ooh, Lara, can you send me a link for that? Like to my email or to my text messages? Nick, you got Joyful Muse, Inspiration. Have your best female friend and kind of ex-girlfriend put a curse on somebody. Joyful Muse, Inspiration, the gift of play and inner child. You're taking things way too seriously, Nicholas. The Joyful Muse invites you to be more playful, to have more mirth and joy in your life. You have become boring to yourself, even as others continue to find you interesting. Circumstances have dulled your edge, and it's time to change. Not the things around you, but yourself and your own attitude. Blow a morning kiss to yourself in the mirror. Smile to a stranger. Smile at a stranger. Wink to a child. Be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. The Joyful Muse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delights into your life. Give yourself permission to be mischievous and find the humor in the tragedy while careful not to become frivolous. The power of this muse will shake up everyone around you and invite you to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy you perceive in certain areas of your life. The Joyful Muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace her gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out for a play date, and he or she will help you to return to your innate innocence, the place of never been there, never done that, even if it is the same routine you wake up to every morning. You're taking life too seriously, you're taking things too seriously, and you're letting other people, Brown Dwarf, please. You're letting other people influence your emotions way too much. And I know that you think you're not doing that, and you think that like you don't care and you're just moving on, but the fact of the matter is you do. You're being highly manipulated. A game is being played with you, as it's been pretty much since you met you know who. And she is the standard for all the other relationships you've been in. No offense, but that's a pretty low standard. I feel like you need to get to know yourself again. Play, do fun things. You have a teenage daughter. Go hang out with Natasha more. Have fun. Don't be afraid to act silly. Stop caring so much what you look like to other people. You are a role model. You're a damn good father. You're a great human being and a wonderful person. You don't need to be used as a pawn in somebody else's mind game.
Okay, Brown Dwarf.
Yeah, guys. I hope you guys aren't actually like arguing or anything. Who's next? I'm sorry. Brown Dwarf?
Yes.
Let's use Seeker.
There you go. That would be a good idea. That is really nice of you, Brown Dwarf.
Brown Dwarf, yeah, please get in touch with me. That would be amazing. I could send you a certain amount at a time, the price, and you take a percentage and then just like PayPal me the money or something like that. That would be really awesome. I get my label, my business cards, everything out there. I just would have to figure out the packaging, which wouldn't be hard because I save the packaging the bottles come in, so I just fill them and send them out with fragile stickers.
You better make them like this big.
Paranormal Pixie, absolutely. As soon as this stream is over, I'm going to check my emails and respond to all of you guys. Because I think I'm also going to film a video depending on what time it is.
Yeah, because actually New England is the last one.
All right. Who? I'm
Right
sorry.
now. Sorry.
Who is this?
This one is for Brown Dwarf.
Brown dwarf. Being bullheaded? Yeah, could be dealing with a Taurus here. Disagreements can arise in any relationship. We all have an opinion. We all want to be heard. Unfortunately, there are times when opinions clash and friends or loved ones become foe. Things can go from bad to worse when one or both parties believe that their actions are 100% justified and in turn take an unyielding hardline stance that feels like a punishment. The warring parties withdraw their support. They give each other the cold shoulder. They refuse to discuss the matter or apologize because, in their minds, they both believe that they are right and they are the other wrong. Like the Minotaur messenger, they choose to be bullheaded. However, there are times when we need to ask ourselves whether the end of a relationship is worth the price of being right. What do we truly stand to lose by being stubborn if we choose to insist that we are right, but for all the wrong reasons? Sometimes, unless the argument reveals an absence of respect or that core values are not shared, we need to yield and be open to compromise. We need to be mindful that sometimes both sides of an argument or dispute can have a foundation of truth with integrity. Contradictory points of view can both be valid. Sometimes a concession needs to be made so peace and harmony can be maintained and restored. If love is more important than being right, you need to make a choice to dull those horns and meet somewhere in the middle. Don't let a wounded ego, pride, or stubbornness be the driving force behind your actions. So whether you're going through it or not, or whether it's about to happen, Brown Dwarf, you're going to be confronted with a choice, and it's a hard one. You're going to be right, but so is the other person in their own way. So this relationship will end, whatever it is, with this situation, relationship, whoever it's with. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be. If you don't concede and say, listen, let's agree to disagree or whatever it is, I don't want you out of my life. And I feel like you are going to have to say that too, because this person's going to be really pissed off. Just take this as a general warning too, to not be too stubborn or prideful in dealing with people, especially when they're all wound up and like hurting or pissed. Yeah, and congratulations on opening your shop, Jeanette. Thank you. You're so welcome, guys. Who's next? You're muted again. And every morning I drink a spoonful of powdered beets and super greens, which has mushrooms in it. That's how I lost all this weight.
Okay, Johnny Yuma.
Johnny Yuma.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Ceccoli.
No, I won't get my sandwich.
I'm hungry. I sent Ray to McDonald's, but I know
I haven't eaten yet either.
Huh?
I haven't eaten yet either.
I had some Oreos.
I had a Crunch Bar and some Lifesavers. Nothing sounded good. I almost went and got some White Castles.
Murder burgers. Nick, remember the first time I took you to White Castle for the first time in your life, driving to my mom's in Midland Park? That was so long ago. That was like 2007. All right. Johnny, you got card number 17, and it's the card of story time. Settle down now and let's continue reading the story. It has a special significance just for you, all in the language of fairy tales and fables. So you must be very quiet and listen well. Don't fidget. Don't think about all the other things you have to do. Just give your attention to the story that's being read to you in this moment. What have you learned so far, and what do you hope will happen next? Like, who's the hero of your story? Zark, who is the villain? I feel like this is a slow time for you. Again, possibly feeling stuck or stagnant. It could be the exact opposite of that, to be honest with you. I'm getting a little bit of an unclear message because I feel like you want to go full force and just run to some idea and get it all done and rush through it. But the universe is telling you, like, take a step back, slow down, stop and smell the coffee, stop and smell the roses, listen to the story. When someone is speaking to you, especially this week, I want you to pay close attention, especially if it's a child or someone younger than you. Could be a teenager, could be someone, a younger adult, maybe, or a child. Listen to everything they have to say and then wholeheartedly believe them. Even if they're talking about a teddy bear reading them a story. It doesn't matter. Believe them. Believe in the magic of innocence and being a child again. And that's going to bring you actually back down to reality and help you to find your way to push forward without running full throttle and maybe making some mistakes.
Okay, Ralph, you still here? Ralph, did you book on us?
I don't think he left, but let's see.
Yeah, I'm only 20 minutes away from White Castle's home office and factory.
Oh, I'm about 20 minutes away from a White Castle, but again, I don't drive and there's no public transportation. Ralph is here. I'm going to have some Oops All Berries cereal. Pork roll. Who says pork roll? Are you from South Jersey? Miller ham. All right. I hate the word pork roll. Johnny, you're so welcome. Ralph, you got the, oh boy, I don't know what this is. Eagle. It's an eagle, I think. Elephants. No, there's no eagle. It goes from dragonfly. What is this? It's not an eagle.
That's a falcon.
Falcon?
Yeah, falcons have curves.
There's a heron in here.
That might be it.
No, I'm
thinking, no, that's not it.
I'm saying for blue heron. There's no falcon either.
Is there a hawk? Sparrow falcon?
Ah, it's probably a hawk.
Yeah.
GH hawk. It is. It's a hawk. The card of hunt. This card represents the hunt and the pursuit of one's goals, forsaking all else. The hawk is a predatory creature known for keen eyesight and revered for swift, decisive aerial action. The Celts associated the bird with foresight and acuity. The hunting technique of falconry still used today was once referred to as hawking and is believed to have existed for thousands of years. This card symbolizes a chase or hunt with a fixation on a specific target. It is the pursuit of a goal or outcome with a streamlined, sniper-like focus. This card may communicate that you will soon find something you once thought lost. It is a symbol of a successful hunt for something that has long eluded you or that you thought you could never achieve. If you are using this reading to decide on a new course in life, now might be the time to try something you have always wanted to do, but that you thought was out of reach. Those who do not seek will never find. This card may also represent those born under the Western zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Okay, so this is, again, like always happens, what I was saying to the last person I was reading for. Full speed ahead, but you need to stop and smell the coffee. The universe is telling you that you need to go for it. Whatever it is, whoever you want to be with, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever it is, the universe is willing to give it to you, but you have to put the work in to manifest it, and you have to do it the right way, okay? You're going to get an opportunity for get-rich-quick schemes. You're going to get an opportunity for cutting corners. You're going to have someone come into your life that may be nice to look at but has no substance behind them. Pay attention for those types of things. Don't waste any more time. Get moving and start this week. Whatever it is.
Yeah, I found chocolate Lucky Charms. They're so good.
I brought a thing of Count Chocula.
Oh, I love them too. Frankenberry.
I don't like the blueberry or the Frankenberry. I like the Count Chocula because my favorite cereal in the whole world is Oops All Berries, Frosted Mini Wheats, and Cocoa Pebbles. Pebbles, not Puffs, not Krispies. Pebbles.
Just shows you how old I am. Does anybody remember Freaky cereal? Freaky cereal. It was good. Kind of like Apple Jacks. That had sparklies on it.
Oh, I like that.
Ralph is next.
I just read for Ralph.
Oh, did you? Oh, Tony. I'm sorry. I'm okay.
No, I'm thinking. Who did I?
Johnny.
This was Ralph.
That was Ralph. Okay, then you're with Tony now.
Can you tell me the last three?
Brown Dwarf, Johnny, and Ralph. And I didn't think you read for Ralph. I thought you just finished Johnny.
I might have. Brown Dwarf. Okay, so tell me after Nick, because this was Nick's card.
Okay.
Nick, then.
Brown Dwarf.
Brown Dwarf.
Then Johnny. So
then Johnny.
Ralph is next.
Then Ralph.
Ralph. Okay. Then Tony.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I got a little lost on that.
We got talking about cereal and my favorite food.
Cereal's my favorite. I could eat it day in, day out, all night long. I love it. But it has to be certain kind, you know? I was so confused too, Smoochy. Don't worry. So this is for
Fruit Loops. I love my Fruit Loops.
Tony the Rocks. Did I start something here? Yes, because as soon as this stream is over, I'm going for a bowl of Oops All Berries. Damn it, I bent a card. I hate when that happens.
And my Cocoa Puffs. Because I'm Cocoa for Cuckoo Puffs.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. Okay, so you got Emotional Desert, Tony. Inactivity and isolation in the reversed. And it's card number 11, which is, as we know, a good angelic number. When the emotional desert is reversed, it heralds a time of significant energy and productivity. The water in the oasis is raining down from the sky, bringing inspiration, wisdom, and other valuable resources your way. So if you found yourself lost in a desert of uncertainty, rest assured that things are about to change. Tony, you may have to take some action to reestablish old connections and goals. Consider the projects that call to your heart. This card is telling you that even taking a little step forward will get your energy flowing again. Affirmation for this week: I am a vital force in the universe. I have the power to create great value in my life and in the world. You're doing great. And you've been getting cards like this, like telling you you're going to get a promotion, you're going to be moved up in work, you're getting more responsibility, people are looking up to you. And this card is just reaffirming that you're doing an amazing job and to keep on moving. That's not, what do they call it, mirage? That's actually happening. When you see these amazing and incredible things ahead of you, even in your mind's eye, even just for a second, Tony, that's the universe showing you what you're capable of and where it wants to put you, where you're supposed to be. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay energized, stay happy, stay productive. And as long as you stay productive and keep your eye on the prize, no sidetracks, no distractions, okay? I do feel like there are some jealous people, like there always are in your midst, trying to distract you from your goal. Don't let it happen, because you are in like manifestation mode, like the universe is sponsoring you. You can have anything you want if you stay on track and keep your head in the game. Lara, me too. So there we go. We're both having Oops All Berries for dinner. I did not read for Aaron, but who else is?
He's next. Aaron is next. Then New England, if they're still here. I haven't seen them yet.
Good night, Blue Crossroads and Shauna.
Good night, sir. Shoot a couple rounds for me too.
All right. Aaron Billings, Wisdom of the House of Knights. Gotcha on the Booberry. I don't think I've had Boo or Frankenberry cereal since I was little, because I always liked Count Chocula, and my sister Carol would get the Booberry or like the Frankenberry, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. But I haven't had it in like 35 years, so, well, maybe 30 years. Denial, Aaron. Denial. Card number 14. Not everything is in reach, my child. Sometimes I must create distance between what you want and when or how you are meant to receive it. Consider the wait for your highest good. You are not meant to achieve what you want right now. Keep the faith, for if you wait and show patience, I will reveal some wondrous things later. This is a gentle warning not to get caught up in your desire to reach your goal too soon. You may choose sour fruit that only looks ripe and juicy. In this case, I alone know when the time is right. Patience, my child. So, Aaron, the main message here is patience, okay? Really understanding that what you want is slightly out of reach because you have a few more lessons to learn yet. And the universe is putting these hard lessons in front of you and saying they're just checking them off. Okay, you got through that, you got through that. Keep your eye on the prize, just like I told Tony, okay? Everything is possible. Just right now, you're being tested. And Aaron, if you, that's RJ's favorite Cookie Crisp. And if you give up or get angry and quit or whatever you're going to feel like doing, this frustration that's going to rise up in you, the universe is saying this is a test, so try to get through it, okay? Don't give up hope, don't give up faith, and keep positively manifesting. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not going to make it. Don't listen to them. Even if it seems like the last thing that's going to happen is exactly what you want, it will happen for you. You just have to be patient. I feel like when I itched my eyebrow, I rubbed some off, and I'm pissed about it.
Just a little.
I can see it. It's really been bothering me this week.
Well, because you notice stuff like that because that's the way you are.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm like, I have to film a video now.
Okay, New England, are you still here? If not, I'm going to have her read for me, and then we'll call it a night. I always eat Captain Crunch. With the berries, without the berries.
I like the all berries.
I do too. Giles makes me buy those in the Reese Cup cereal. Yep, there he is.
All right, I'm going to use Ceccoli.
The Giles was the thing for the Reese cereal.
That's okay. I always say like, oh, I don't like that, or like, I don't like peanut butter ice cream, but I do. I don't like the way it sounds, but I like the way it tastes. New England Dirt Roadie, improvisation, again with card number 11. Don't worry if you don't have a solid plan for how to proceed. Many things are actually better when they develop spontaneously, organically, and playfully. Let each step of the process lead you onward to the next. This can refer to a project, an adventure, a relationship, or whatever else you are worrying about at the moment. Rather than scrambling to gather everything all at once and make it perfect, improvise with what you have on hand and allow room for serendipity. Light, the process of improvisation may reveal unknown genius to you. Dark, the worst that could happen is that you will learn something. So you really can't lose. And these cards keep just going hand in hand. Aaron, thank you so much. And thank you to everyone else who donated as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. New England, this is the universe telling you to relax, calm down. You got this. You're making all the right moves. You're making all the right decisions. The opportunities that came in are good ones. Stay away from get-rich-quick schemes. Stay away from distractions, okay? People not wanting to see you succeed who are jealous of your success. Your star is on the rise. Like whatever you're trying to achieve. It's almost the same exact thing as Tony the Rock fans. It's just about paying attention, keeping your eye on the prize, not losing hope or faith. The universe is offering you everything you've ever wanted, but not right this minute. So how bad do you want it? Enough to stick it out and wait for it? Or are you going to give up and move on and start something completely new? This goes for relationships. This goes for experiences. This goes for jobs, friendships. Do not give up hope or faith. Nothing is lost. The universe is simply moving things around like a chessboard to put you in a position of a checkmate, okay? Have some patience. I see within like the next month or so, things really starting to bloom, and it'll be the start of you moving towards your highest goal. Okay. But right now, just have fun with it. Don't take things too seriously. Missed opportunities. That's exactly what they are. They're just lessons that you need to learn from. You're going to get several things that you're going to be doing that are not going to work out, but they're all going to lead to the one thing that you're supposed to be doing that does work out.
Seems like the card's working for New England too, because he's next.
Yeah. No, that's who I read for. That was New England's
Oh,
card.
is it?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
distraction.
We are done.
Yeah, I that's what is going to be your undoing if you allow that to continue to influence you. Ghost Dragons, do you want to pick a deck?
Actually, I'm going to let you pick because I like that you do sometimes. You always have before.
That's because the universe picks them.
Pick a good one.
Let's do Della Nuit. Guys, don't forget, October 28th is the cutoff. Creative writing contest, real or fictional, paranormal stories, encounters, extraterrestrial, otherworldly, anything that's kind of scary. New England Dirt Roadie, you're so welcome. And thank you for that validation, for real. Pay attention to it, though, okay? Don't just take it as like, wow, that happened, and then continue to allow yourself to be distracted if that's what's going on, okay? You're going to see a couple of failures and a couple of disappointments in the next couple of weeks, but everything you learn is going to bring you to a much better place, for sure. I definitely see that castle in the sky. All right, Ghost Dragons. Oh, yeah, between 4,000 and 12,000 words, guys, and they need to be in by October 28th. On Halloween, I will put out a video reading the winning stories. Depending how many entries we get, will be 3 to 5 winners. You'll receive all kinds of gifts and stuff. Brown Dwarf are all kinds of prizes. Brown Dwarf, I'm going to get at you about sending you some of my sprays and my gemstone oil rollers.
Yeah, I think they'll sell pretty good there.
I do too. Yeah, when people can actually see them. Thank you so much. Yes, Paranormal Fixie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Ghost Dragons, let's do this. You guys are so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you again, folks.
Emerald City. Card number 29. Hi, be kind. All right, Ghost Dragons, here I stand at the end of the yellow brick road in the magical land of Oz. Am I made of real emeralds? That is not the point, my dear. I am the place where the great wizard of Oz lives. I am the place where anything is possible. I am the place where Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion got their rewards. I am the end of the quest, the time of celebration. I am the city of wonders to be found beyond rainbows. The road was long and sometimes perilous, but look at yourself now. You have reached your goal. You have made your way to your Emerald City. This time should be one of celebration and reward. You ought to be proud of what you've done. You should rest a little and congratulate yourself. The adventure will go on for sure, but for now enjoy your achievements, for they are truly amazing. Enjoying where you are right now in life and understanding that you've come from a long, hard road. And yes, there's more work to do. And yes, there's more things you want to accomplish. But why don't you take this week to just enjoy the fruits of your labor, to have some fun, to put a plan for the next thing into action. You don't necessarily need to take any action this week. Just hang out in the background like you always do. Kind of look at things and see how things are moving, and then decide what you want to do next for yourself. But really take your time with that, because you're kind of on a roll. But the universe wants you to step back, relax, focus on your physical and mental health, and whatever serious thing you plan on pursuing next, it's possible and it will come to fruition. But again, like I said in the last reading, there'll be a lot of disappointments and kind of foiled plans along the way before it actually becomes a reality. So enjoy it now. And then, everything will get better in the long run. You guys are so welcome. Be kind. Would you like a reading before we end for the night?
Give her a mental answer. Thank you so much, everybody. It does mean a lot to me. It was a pretty quiet day. Most of my friends are gone, so made me very happy.
You're very welcome. Guys, thank you for spending Ghost Dragon's birthday with us. I am going to go and check my emails, eat some cereal, and probably film a video. I've got, what do I have coming out? Encounters with Real Monsters in the Closet, Valiant Thor, and one other one. I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, can I say something?
Yeah.
Well, I remember, because I got to keep it in my brain. When you do your videos, check your volume, because a lot of people are having to crank their volume all the way up. Your volume's been really
I don't understand why. I've got to see if there's like an option for like a mic volume.
Yeah.
Because Arlene F said that to me. She's like, I can't hear you. I'm like, is it my air conditioner? She's like, no, I can't hear that either. She's like, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's been real soft.
I probably hit something by accident. Oh, I love you too. I love you guys too. Thank you so much for all of the super chats, super stickers, the super thanks in the comments, PayPal, Cash App, guys. Don't forget, this is how I get paid. And I do this as a service to you guys because I just want to get the messages out there and see you guys succeed and be happy in life. Be your best selves, and to affect the consciousness and the collective in the most positive way that we possibly can as we go through this shift, because there are so many people who are still sleeping. Be careful during this Mercury retrograde. I will be at my mom's for the weekend, so I will not be working really at all except scripting, but I'll see you guys next Wednesday right here for Intuitive Oracle, regular time, regular place. Don't forget, start entering the creative writing. I really want to see what you guys come up with. I would never use it in a book unless I asked your permission and credited you. This is just for my channel as of right now. So I love you guys, and have a great night. Have a great weekend. Okay, I'm going to the beach for the final time this season on Monday with RJ and Ray, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But I'll be at my mom's with my mom and Damien and my daughter for the entire weekend, so that's going to be a lot of fun too. Just me, so I get to relax finally. Maybe dye my hair and paint my toenails. Love you guys. Go in grace, be blessed, and be kind to yourselves and others. Okay, it's free both ways. You don't have to pay to be kind to yourself. Compliment yourself every once in a while. Bye, guys.
Much love.
Ghost Dragons, I'll talk to you before bed.
That's fine.